What's up, my Majin Buu crew? It's your boy, King Majin, coming back at you guys with another video. And today, I will be doing What If Deku at Earthbending, Part 3. I would like to thank PrinceOfWhatIfs for the thumbnail, and a link to his channel will be in the description down below. And I know this video's been a long time coming. I know it's been like a month since I posted the last parts of the series, so I hope you guys like it. And, well, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more. And that's pretty much it. Let's get into the video. What is Deku at Earthbending, Part 3? At this time, Deku will be getting up from, well, training from the previous month. Toph would have made him continue to train even after he got the highest score and got into UA, for the week before he went to UA. He would get into his UA uniform and he would walk outside to the living room. He will ask, how does he look? With Toph saying, you look great, kid. Deku would then pause for a minute and say, Mom, how do I look? And Inko would laugh, saying, you look fine, Izuku. At this time, the doorbell would ring, and both Toph and Izuku would know who this is. Deku would go outside, meeting up with Bakugo and heading to UA. As they would be heading to UA, Deku would ask Bakugo, how does he feel? Bakugo would say, sore. She made us train even after we got into the top spots in UA. And Deku would say, that's drama for you. At this time, they were both walking to UA, and Deku asks, which room's ours? With Bakugo pointing to the room right in front of them. And Deku saying, you know I'm blind, right? How am I supposed to know that this was the room? And Bakugo then not say anything and just walk in. With Deku saying, get back here, don't change the subject. And Bakugo saying, I'm not changing the subject, I'm just walking away. And Deku would say, that's basically changing the subject with the fact that you forgot I was blind. They would walk into the classroom and sit down. Ida would then come up to Bakugo once he put his feet up on the desk and saying, you're disrespecting the school and all the ones who came before us. At this time, Bakugo would be preparing to tear into Ida. But Ida would then see Izuku and say, you realize there's something more to the practical test than I. You are a much better student than me. And Deku would say, it was nothing, man. You're still pretty good yourself. I like your moves back there. And Ida would thank Deku for this compliment. At this time, Ochako would appear right behind Deku and say, I know that scrungy hair and that physique from anywhere. She would then say, hey, you remember me? And Deku would say, you're Ochako, right? And she would say yes. At this time, Bakugo will be looking at this saying, ugh, there's more of them. At this time, they will all be talking until Eraserhead would say, if you came here just to talk, leave now. At this time, he would tell all of them to get into their sports uniforms and go out for the quirk apprehension test. At this time, Ochako would bring up the assembly and he would say he has the right to run his class how he chooses. At this time, they will all go to the field and prepare. Aizawa would then be asking Izuku what was his farthest ball throw in middle school. And Izuku would say, I think about 97.5 meters. And Aizawa would be shocked at how strong the kid was. He will also be doubting Izuku's ability because he knows Izuku's blind, and he'll be thinking, this kid might be good, but sight's a very important thing to have when being a hero. At this time, he would then grab a baseball and ask Izuku to throw it. Izuku wouldn't be able to catch it, and the ball would it would flop down to the ground. At this time, everyone would be shocked, thinking, why couldn't he catch the ball? He didn't even throw it that hard. Bakugo would then be the one to say, he's blind, you guys. And everyone would be shocked on hearing that Izuku's blind. Everyone would be like, how did he get the top score in the UA? And they will have so many questions. But at this time, Deku would pick up the ball, and Aizawa would be thinking, how did he know where the ball was? Aizawa would say, use your quirk with it now. At this time, Izuku would then throw the ball into the air and create a giant pillar, hitting the ball, sending it flying incredibly far. Aizawa would then look at how far the ball is going, and he would be shocked, and he would show the time to everyone else. 1,200.5 meters. And everyone would be shocked, saying, that's nearly a mile. And Aizawa would be shocked, saying, this kid's incredible. He couldn't even see the ball, and he still knew where to hit. It reminds me of that other guy. Huh. At this time, everyone would be getting excited and thinking, man, this guy's incredible. Even though he's blind, he was still able to do that. And everyone would be getting excited to use their quirks. Aizawa didn't mention expulsion like in the previous one, and everyone would be scared and they would be trying as hard as they could for this. The only thing that I will really cover here is the fact that for speed, Deku got 1.5 seconds using his Earthbending and his natural physical strength, which is, if you haven't seen the last part, his normal physical strength is about 5% of one for all, so yeah. And Bakugo, with his ball throw of 945.9 meters, and his time of 2.6 seconds. He would have been stronger after the training too, like by a lot. At this time, the test would be over, and Mineta would be the one that is supposed to be expelled, but Aizawa would say that was a reasonable deception, and Mineta won't be getting expelled because, well, I like Mineta, and I think Aizawa would see enough potential in the class not to, well, expel everyone. At this time, Momo would say, you guys didn't know that he was lying? And everyone would be like, oh, we didn't. Next time, tell us. And Deku would be like, but he wasn't lying. He would have expelled someone, but he would think nothing must have changed his mind. At this time, Bakugo, Ochako, Ida, and Deku would have been walking home. They would all been thinking, man, that was a tough day. And Deku would have been like, yeah, but do you guys know he would have actually expelled one of us? But something must have changed his mind. And Ochako and Ida and Bakugo would have been like, what? And Deku would have said, he was serious. And they would ask, how did you know? And Deku would say, I might be blind, but I can still see. I have something called seismic sense. And Ochako would say, oh yeah, you are blind. And Deku would then say, yeah. And then he would explain what seismic sense was. And he would say, I could feel his heartbeat. He was serious. He was, well, serious as a heart attack. Excuse the pun. And Ochako would then laugh. And Ida would be like, he must have saw potential in our class. So that must be why he didn't expel one of us. At this time, Deku would be saying, yeah. They would continue to talk until, out of nowhere, Hodo or Nejire. Yeah, I'm going to say Nejire. Nejire would appear behind Deku, hugging onto him and kissing him on the cheek. And Ochako would have been surprised about this and asked, who is this? And Nejire would have said, oh, I'm Nejire. I'm Izuku's girlfriend. And Ochako would have been shocked, saying, he has a girlfriend? Being a little bit depressed, but... well, she would be depressed, but she wouldn't be ready to give up. Ida would be shocked, asking, what year are you? I didn't see you in our class. And Nejire would then say, I'm a third year here. And Ida and Ochako would have been like, a third year and you're dating a first year? And she would say, it's fine. And Ida and Ochako would have been shocked, thinking, she's a third year and they're dating? And they will all be just shocked by this, but afterwards they would get used to it, and all 5 of them would walk to the station. At this time, Deku would come home, and he would fall asleep into bed. The next day, they would go to school, and All Might would appear. Remember, in this scenario, Deku has a much better not a much better relationship, but still a relationship with All Might. Mirio is All Might's successor right now, but All Might and him still have connection. He knows about Once for All and everything. So, just to catch you guys up. At this time, they would prepare for the battle training, and everyone would get dressed into their hero outfit. Deku's outfit would be, well, what you see on screen. He will also have the metal cuffs that Kavira used against Korra, and the metal wires that the police force used in Legend of Korra. So if you guys don't know those, look them up. If you guys, well, that's pretty much it. At this time, Ochako would then come up to Deku saying how she likes his hero outfit, but she would really be just looking at his six-pack. And Deku would say he likes hers too, with her blushing. Ochako ain't gonna back down. At this time, All Might would then appear saying how they are gonna be battling and they will be going up against one another. He would draw names and we would get the same names as in canon. Deku, Ochako, and Bakugo versus Ida. Izuku and Ochako versus Bakugo and Ida. At this time, Ochako and Deku walk into the building after the 10 minutes are up, and Deku would say, Bakugo knows most of my abilities, so they're probably going to choose to stay behind and protect the bomb. Neither one of them is going to leave the room. And Ochako would have been like, what are we going to do? And Deku would say, I have a plan. At this time, Bakugo would be informing Ida about all of Deku's abilities, like the fact that he can control metal, all minerals like earth, and stones like that, and concrete, and the fact that he can even create lava out of it. He'll be warning him about all his abilities, all the ones he knows of course. At this time, Deku would be preparing to go into the room, and Deku would say, you know the plan, right? And she would say, but isn't it a bit dangerous to have you fight them all by yourself? And Deku would say, I can handle it. And Ochako would say, but at this time, Deku would then run in. Ochako would be left shocked, and Deku would then run in seeing Bakugo and Ida. Bakugo and Ida would then look at Deku, and they would prepare to attack. But Deku would then shoot a bunch of rocks right at them. Bakugo would come at the rocks with a giant explosion, destroying all of them. At this time, Ida will circle behind Deku so they could get him from both sides. Bakugo would come at Deku with a giant explosion, but Deku would then metal bend his arm around. As you're wondering how he metal bends his arm, the gauntlets that Bakugo uses do have metal in them, so he will be thrown the other way. At this time, Ida would then come at Deku with a kick, but as this kick is coming at Deku, Deku would then metal bend the metal in Ida's leg because he has engines in his legs, so I figure they're made of metal. And even then, I can see his hero costume has bits of metal in it, so he can metal bend that. He would then metal bend Ida's leg, throwing his kick into Bakugo, sending both of them flying to the ground. At this time, they will both be on the ground, and they will both be trying to get up, but Deku will place one hand on the ground, turning it to sand, then hardening it back into place. They will be both stuck there, and Bakugo would then blast out of it, saying, I didn't know you could do that! And Deku would say, you know I can control sand. But Bakugo would say, I didn't know you could turn stone into sand. And Deku would say, oh, okay. And Bakugo would be like, oh, this fight is not over yet. With Ida still being in the ground because Ida isn't that strong. Well, he's strong, but not strong enough to get at the solid stone. With no leverage. At this time, But at this time, Bakugo will be preparing to fight Deku again, but All Might will then announce, the hero team wins, with Ochako being on the bomb. And Bakugo will be like, you were a distraction for her. I completely forgot about her. And Deku would say, that was the main point. It was for me to just keep you guys busy as she snuck into the room to get the bomb. Bakugo would scream, being angry at this result. But he wouldn't be too angry because he knows how powerful Deku is. And he understands how good the plan was. Not understands how good the plan was. And he understands that it was one of the only ways for them to get the bomb. That's what I meant to say. At this time, All Might would then ask the students, is there anything they could have done better? And Momo would then say, he could have let his partner help more. And All Might would say, yes. And that's pretty much it. At this time, they will all be walking with Bakugo saying, I'll win next time, Izuku. And Deku would say, bring it on. with everyone just laughing as they walk home. And that's it for the video, you guys. This video was a long time coming. I probably already said that. If you guys have watched this part, comment down Earthbending. And yeah, if you guys like this series, note this. For a series on my channel to keep going, like to get back-to-back things, it has to get at least 50 likes within a week. So yeah. Okay, if you guys liked the video, like, comment, subscribe for more. I'm rambling on. So, this has been King Majin signing out. Peace.